What is up? What is good? Cowboys Nation, stand up. Stand up. We got to go out here and make these moves, guys. What is going on, Rob? Shout out to you, brother.
Hey, yo, let's go. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a little win, but it's a good day.
Hey, it's a good day. And the thing is, a lot of us, we was going around saying, man, we don't know if we're going to pick up somebody, but just got to be patient. I got my stunner shades on. You know what I'm saying? These are prescription, by the way. You know what I'm saying? These are prescription, but I gotta rock the Ray-Bans when we get acquisitions. That's what it's all about, man. Shout out to you, man. How you feeling today, Rob?
It's a good day, man. Hey, I was just texting you last night. I was like, man, I'm having a pessimistic day. All these notifications popping up, and I don't see not one Cowboy thing, not nothing. I was like, is Jerry gonna get me again? Is he gonna get me again? You know what I'm saying? But then here we go. Here we go with Donovan. Then here we go with the Gilmore trade. And then just now, LVE in live. Like, let's go. Let's go. This defense is going to be fireworks. Let's go.
Fireworks, man. Let's get to it, man. Splash trade. This is what we need. 5th round compensatory pick for Stephon Gilmore. This is the guy that you need, man. It is very, very important. This is a player. He's 32 years old, okay? 32 years old. And Last season was one of his best seasons. He graded as the 9th best cornerback on PFF grades. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little big on PFF. I'm not sure about you, Rob, but I like my PFF. You know what I mean? But pairing him with a guy like Trevon Diggs, it makes it better for everybody. It makes it better for the front seven. It makes it better for Trevon Diggs and Deron Bland. It is very, very important. And I actually wanted us to pick up a Patrick Peterson, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I know what this player brings. He's very physical. He's good on and off the field, getting older, but bringing in a guy like that can change a lot. What you think about it, Rob, man? Shout out to you, bro.
Absolutely. And, like, you got to think about it. He was on a bad defense playing cornerback one. It's going to be a huge transition going into a Dan Quinn defense playing cornerback 2 opposite Trevon with those 3 safeties having his back, with that defensive line that he has in front of him. He might have his best year yet. Like, let's go. Like, all the pressure's off him now. He just play ball now. He don't got to follow around the Justin Jeffersons of the world. He don't got to follow around the Devontae Adams of the world. He could just play cornerback 2, right? Stay in his low zone and just do his work. He's still a physical player. He can still run. He had 66 tackles last year. He gave him 577 yards, 2 picks, 11 pass breakups, and I believe one of those picks was against number 4 in that Indy game. So
yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
The
boy can still play. Huh? Yeah, he's smart. He's smart. He was Defensive Player of the Year not 4 years ago, right? Yeah, for all you Lamar Jackson fans, Lamar was MVP 4 years ago. Gilmore was Defensive Player of the Year 4 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? Like, he can still play. Yes, he's 32. I get it, right? And we might only get him for 1 year, but this is a load-up year. I've been calling it for 2-3 years now. This is our load-up year. This is where we get our players. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I've been stressing it, bro. I've been stressing it. You have to bring in impact players.
Yes.
If you can bring in 2 or 3 veteran guys and you mix them with our young dogs, you draft well. That's how we take that next step, guys. And bringing him in is going to be sweet for guys like Deron Bland. It's going to be sweet for guys like Trevon Diggs, because I remember the last game that we played him and Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs and Micah Parsons, they actually went out there and they was trying to get his autograph and get his jersey and stuff like that. But that speaks highly on the type of player that he is. Right. And bringing him in and the coaches seeing how much Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs was raving about him, that is fireworks, bro. Fireworks. And look, so last season, he was 92nd percentile in coverage, in overall coverage, okay? 93rd percentile coverage grade in single coverage, and 98th percentile in slot coverage. So the dude, I mean, he's been balling for real low key, man. And that is special. And this is the step that we needed to take that next step, Rob.
And I can't emphasize enough, when you play football, when you play on a bad team, and like you're a good player, you just kind of go through the motions. It's different playing on a good team. Like it's different playing when you know you're in the mix for a championship. It's different. Like he's gonna have that much better of a season, especially at cornerback too. We're talking about a former defensive player of the year playing our second cornerback, right? Like that's huge for our defense. It's huge for our pass rush, right? All them sacks that you guys were saying Michael Parsons wasn't getting in the second half. He about to turn up this year. Like this might be his defensive player of the year this year coming up. You know, at a later point, but you know what I'm saying? Like that extra little millisecond he needs when they were just attacking cornerback too, right? All the sacks in the world is about to come up. Like, let's go.
That's what it's all about, man. And bringing in a cornerback like that, what you want to do is you want to continue to keep on going at it. Keep applying pressure. Go ahead and go get yourself somebody in the front seven. We know that he's getting older now. We understand he's not the player that he was like 4 or 5 years ago, but that's okay. If you bring in the right front seven, guys that can be able to get after the quarterback quickly, these guys do not need to cover longer. We're talking about Stephon Gilmore. That's what we're talking about. Shout out to y'all, everybody in the comments. What's going on, Etta? She said, we got our second DB, Mr. Stephon Gilmore. I love it. I'm telling you, it is fireworks. I need that. We needed that, man. It was big. Shout out to you, Ahmed Bell. Shout out to Mariah. What's going on, Mariah? COC, what's going on, man? Let's see. He said he doesn't need to be cornerback one. What you think about that, Rob?
Which he won't be. He won't be. We got the stud at cornerback one. Trayvon Diggs is the top corner in this league. He won't be cornerback one. We don't need him to be. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna sit right there. All the whole end of last year with him. You know what we do from that too. All right. And we can take out the outside. I forgot his name. Like Ema something. What are we gonna do? Sorry, my allergies are killing me today. But what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do at cornerback two? Now that question is solidified. It's solidified. Now what are these offenses gonna do for our cornerback two? What are they gonna do? That's their question now. They ain't my problem no more. My shit has been answered. Let's go.
This is really a big deal, man. Shout out to you, Hullen. What's going on, bro? Shout out to you, my man. This is the moves that we gotta make, man. And this is why I got my stunning shades on. Like I said, they prescriptions so I can be able to see, so you know what it is. But having guys like Deron Bland, I really like Deron Bland. They'll have him in the slot. You can have him on the outside as well. You can mix it up, man. You can get real funky with it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, let me go to my man real quick, man, because we starting off very, very well right now. Hold up. See, when you have him and you compare him with a guy like that, 50 tackles, he didn't get a lot of interceptions last year, but that's okay. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing the Marcus Peters type stuff. Marcus Peters biting way too much. He's gotten caught on, but last season was more about coverage for this player. 14 deflections, 2-time Pro Bowler. I mean, it's fireworks, and this could definitely be the next step, man. I am so happy about it, man. It's awesome. Let me go to these comments real quick. Let me get this joint off real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Let me get to these comments. Go ahead, bro. You can read that. You can read that comment, bro.
And we still have a damn good kid in Bland that is learning behind these guys. Yo, Deron Bland is so good in the slot. Like, he's so aggressive. Do you remember the interception he had against the Philly? I always go back to this Philly game because these were like I saw these guys just break out. Like Deron Bland, like that pick he had, he was so aggressive in it. Like he just played with such confidence, right? And even in the Colts game, speaking of Gilmore, he has just confidence in what he was doing. And it's only his first year, and he's a 5th round guy. Another year, another off season with Mr. Quinn, with Coach Quinn. Come on, man! The sky's the limit for this player. The sky's the limit. And now that he has a Gilmore in that defensive back meeting room, with the respect that he brings in, like people are gonna be, yo, Gilmore, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about this? There's gonna be like constant questions. Like I love that. I love it. I love the veteran leadership that we have now. And he's a former champion. He knows what it takes to win championships. And let's go. Let's go.
That's what it's all about. Shout out to my man Rampage. He said, Big Rob and JC, what it do, bro? What's going on with you? My man Brad, 2023, what's going on with you, brother? He said, who else did the Cowboys get? So let's get to it. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man. What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? My man Rick Cook is in the building, man. What's
Let's
good
go.
with you, bro? All
Let's
right,
go.
so this is what we're gonna do, man. But I am so happy about that acquisition. You have to be aggressive when it really matters. You cannot sit. If 49ers are getting better, if the Eagles, whoever is getting better, you got to take that next step. You don't want to be getting to the first round of the playoffs. You don't want to get to the second round of the playoffs, and we'd be heartbroken. Bring
You see what the 49ers did?
With, yeah, they off the chain, bro. They
off the
bringing
chain.
in all types.
They off the chain. Like,
shout out to you, Roman McAllister. He said Dallas building a Super Bowl caliber defense just needs to get another wide receiver and fix the offensive line. Yes. Yeah, that's huge. Well, you can go ahead and take that, bro. And I'll piggyback off of you on that one.
Yo, like the building of this defense, man. First of all, it all started with Dan Quinn coming in. He beat the table. He told Jerry that, hey, y'all don't know what you're doing. Like, y'all don't know how to win football games because y'all don't play defense. What do you do? What do you do his first season? He got three free agent guys, the safeties. He bought Curson. He bought Nealon. I forgot his first name. His former Falcon boys. And then we got 6 straight defensive players. Cowboys don't do that. Led by Micah Parsons, right? And then he keeps on beating the table year after year. Bought in Sam Williams last year. We bought in Deron Bland last year. And now we bring in Stephon Gilmore. This is Dan Quinn. Shout out to Dan Quinn.
There he is. He is.
Let's go.
He is, man. Dan Quinn. Like, when I am so happy, man. I am so happy that we just kept this guy because the chemistry. You want to keep those guys in there. You're drafting guys like Micah Parsons. You're drafting Trayvon Diggs. All of those guys at the front seven. Osa Odigizua. Chemistry is everything. You don't want to lose that. We understand that Dan Quinn, he has the knowledge. He understands good defenses. And if this team can rally behind him, they can take this to the top, y'all. They can take it to the top. Shout out to everybody. everybody.
The reemergence of LVE. Don't forget to shout out to him, sign a new deal, right? LVE's reemergence this year under Dan Quinn was tremendous. And he earned himself a new contract. And let's go Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys. How about the Cowboys, man? So my man says, so does signing LVE mean no B-Wag? So we definitely got to get here. We definitely got to get here, man. Yeah. Let's see. My man LVE, man. My man LVE, he signed a 2-year deal worth $11 million. $11 million. I like LVE, but I want to see more from him. I want to see more from him and consistency, staying healthy, technique. A lot of times I see a lot of arm tackles, but the thing is about him, he is a very smart player. He has the IQ. And if he can continue to do what he did in his first year and what he did with this last 1-year deal, hey, it's worth it. But I'm not sure if we're going to go out there and sign a guy like B-Wags now. You know what I'm saying? If we pick up a guy like him, bro, I don't know. You can go ahead and chime in on that one, but I don't think that that's going to be the move for us, bro.
So I feel like if we do go get B-Wags, it's gonna have to be on the sacrifice of Jordan Lewis, which I'm very okay with, because he's probably gonna need some more room there. But yeah, no, I still believe I want B-Wags. I still want D-Hop. I still believe we have the pieces in the room to get there. We'll get in the offense here in a second, but this is the beginning of building that championship defense. We have the pieces. We have the pieces. I would love a Bobby Wagner. I still think we need him. Our linebacker room is still a little thin to me. I know everybody loves Damone Clark, and I don't know what happened to Jabril Cox, but LVE, coming back, so he solidifies things, right? And Dan Quinn does like him. So if Dan Quinn likes him, hey, I like him. You know what I'm saying? But Bobby Wagner, look at him. Look at that beast right there. Like,
hey, bro,
he's a monster.
140 tackles, bro.
140 tackles, homie.
Yeah.
6 sacks.
6 sacks, 2 interceptions at the age of 31. I'm not sure how much he's going to demand, but at the same time, if we're going to go ahead and sign LVE, we have to do something with the wide receivers. We have to. Let me go to these chats real quick. Shout out to my man, Ready Red. What's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. What's good, man? Got the stunner shades on today, man. We done picked up Stephon Gilmore. Finally making moves. Shout out to my man, Rick Cook. What's going on, bro? He said, Dan the man, bro. Stay at defensive coordinator and we good. Shoot, I might bump out Mikey McCarthy. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But let's see what Mike McCarthy does this year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pressure is going to be on him. We'll see how it all shakes out with him. But when you're taking over as offensive coordinator and you're the head coach, you're putting a lot of pressure your way. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll be able to step up. Shout out to my man Rick. He said that was a good deal for our cap, bro. For our cap, though. That's good. Good deal. Shout out to you, Ready Red. He said, damn, I didn't want him back. Ready Red did not want LVE back. I know that for sure. He did not want LVE, but we'll see if he step up. You think he'll step up, Rob?
I mean, his performance last year was nothing but up. It was uphill. At the beginning of the year, you saw all these arm tackles, like you mentioned, where he was like, I think it's like his average yard per tackle was like something like 6-7 yards, something crazy, right? But then at the end, he started laying the wood again. Like he started knocking people back. Like he kind of got over that neck injury. Like his confidence came back, and he's still a big boy. Like he's still a big boy that can run now. And he's smart. He's good at coverage. He's not. We could do a lot worse than LVE. We can do a lot better than Bobby Wags for sure, but we could do a lot worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Let's see what they talking about on the TikTok. Shout out to the TikTok side. Smash that like button for me. We on the YouTube side. This is my main platform right here. He said you guys still need a quarterback. Just chill. That's the problem. Everybody always need a quarterback all the time.
We're saying the Dak thing. Leave Dak be.
Yeah, please. And they always doing it, man. He said, my man Ready Rare said he gotta stop playing soft. It's the technique things when it comes down to LVE. He has the brains. He's the green dot guy, which is very, very important. When he got injured last season, we kind of felt it a little bit. But, you know, when you're playing on that 1 year deal, that last year of the deal, that's when you ball out. That's when you take that next step. So we want to see that from him all season. And if we can be able to get that from him, we should be in good working order. My man said OBJ, D-Hop, or Mike Evans. Oh, man. Let me
address that.
Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
So first of all, when he said he needs to stop playing soft, I totally agree. That's what I just said. Like, at the end of the season, Charlie in the wood again, that confidence came back. You know what I'm saying? So I think another year away from his injuries, right, and another year under Dan Quinn, and you know, another year with the contract now, like now that he's a solidified dude, I think you're going to see that final softness leave him. You know what I'm saying? But OBJ, D-Hop, or Mike Evans. All right. So you heard it here first on JC Cowboys Network when I said Mike Evans was a legitimate candidate for a wide receiver 2 position, and JC don't laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo. So all right. Anyway, I like Mike Evans. I think he can still run. This is a player that's had 9 straight 1,000-yard seasons, right? He's like one of the only players in history with like 10,000 yards and over 70 touchdowns already, and he can still run, right? D-Hop, I believe is the ultimate receiver. I think he can pair very nicely with CD Lamb. I'm out on OBJ. I saw the workout, and now he's talking about he still wants 20 mil.
Yeah, but I was told that was a rumor, bro. I was told that was a rumor, but still, because I'm not tripping. The thing is, if he's healthy, I'm not paying that man no more than 14. If you're paying him more than 14, you're going to finesse yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But what's throwing me off a little bit is he didn't work out for Dallas during the end of the season last year because he was going through that injury. But he just had his workout, and Dallas did not even go. They didn't even show up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of alarming a little bit. I'm like, all right, maybe they just don't, you know what I'm saying? They might be making another splash or trying to make another splash trade for Stephon Diggs or something. I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? Possibly a D-Hop. We'll see how it all plays out. But at the same time, we have to get better at the wide receiver position. It is critical, guys. It is critical. It's critical. Shout out to everybody. Let's see what else we got. He said, let's see, hold on, Evans.
I think Rick Cook was talking about we need to go get Diggs.
Let's see, let me get to him. Hold on. Oh, you say, get Diggs. He was talking about that in our little chat. Yeah, it depends on the money with me. You know what I'm saying? He is a very, very good player. I don't got no picture of Stephon Diggs because you know what I'm saying? That would be a splash crazy trade, but having a guy like him with his brother Trayvon Diggs, somebody that can be able to gain separation, sink his hips when he's getting out of his breaks, take the top off the defense. That's what you need for Dak Prescott. You need guys to be able to get open. It's going to be trouble if you got guys like him. Okay. Shout out to him, though. Shout out to him, Rob. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? Over 500.
He got a contract today.
Yeah, he got a contract today. Shout out to him. But at the same time, on a very, very good team, he is only a wide receiver number 4. Okay, that's just what it is. That's not a bad thing. But in the NFL, he's a wide receiver number 4. Dallas banked on him. They banked on a hurt Gallup, and they also banked on a Tolbert. So you have to get playmakers. You have to. There's no excuses. And like I said before, with us Cowboys fans, we're smart. You're not going to finesse us. You have to go out there and go get defensive players. You have to get offensive players in free agency and make a big difference, bro. That's what it's all about. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out.
So not counting the draft, are you happy with their defense as is? So actually, no. Going into the draft now, are you happy with their defense? Like I said last week, going into the draft free is a big thing for me, right? So, like, are you happy with our defense as is right now? LVE back, Donovan Wilson back, Gilmore trade. Are you happy with the defense going into the draft right now?
I mean, you will want to keep on keeping on with that front 7. You can never have you can have linebackers, defensive tackles. If you see a 3 technique there, and if you feel as though that this guy can get after the quarterback, interior pass rush is the hardest thing to get around. I know the defensive ends, the blind side, but when you have a defensive tackle coming straight at you, if you see a 3 technique that you really, really like in the first round, Dallas, they usually don't draft 1 techniques in the first round. You can find them later, but at the same time, defensive end anywhere on that front 7, because defense wins championships, y'all. Straight up, man. Straight up. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, this is a good stream, man. This is a good stream. Let's go. Everybody's live right now. What's good, Swain? Shout out to my man, Swain. What's going on with you, man? He said, much love and support. Sorry I'm late. Hey, bro. Everybody's live right now, but it's cool because hopefully you guys can be able to catch it with me. You know what I'm saying? Hang out for a little bit. Vibe with JC, man. You already know what it is. He said, we signed a Dono check. Yeah, we ain't get there yet. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really gotten there yet, but we about to get there. LVE check. Time to go get some offensive line love now. That's what it's all about. But do you guys think that? Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let me get Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this then. We'll do this. Since we about to go there, let's go here then. Since my man Swain, my man Swain brought it up. So what's his name? Let's see. Let me see. Do I still have him on here? I don't think he's on here no more. Yeah, I think I took him off. Yeah, I took him off. Connor McGovern. So losing him, a guard and a center. Rob, you tell me what you think about that. A guard and a center.
Yeah, first of all, wasn't Connor McGovern like a fullback not too long ago? Come on, man. Like, if we're serious about this thing, you know what I'm saying? I can't have like this 300-pound guard trying to move Jordan Davis out the way, trying to move Hargraves out the way, trying to move Nick Bosa out the way. Come on, man. Like, stop playing with me. Like, hey, congratulations to you on getting your deal with Buffalo. You got me my compensatory pick. Then landed me Stephon Gilmore. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You did your job for us, right? He wasn't terrible. I ain't gonna hate on the brother. But he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just wasn't it, right? Like, you know who I like in the draft, right? Osiris Torrance. Big body. Not giving up 3,000 sacks not giving up a sack in 3,000 snaps. You know what I'm saying? That's who I like. Like, we need offensive line help. I don't think we're gonna get it in free agency. I think that's where we're gonna have to attack the draft with that. That's just me. But with me, like, I don't think we're done building this defense. I think we need like one more piece, 2 more pieces, especially on the defensive line. I'm not sure who else is still out there. Dalvin Tomlinson went to the Browns, I believe. You know, we'll see what's up with Bobby Wags, but now the LVE coming back, I don't know. I still want him very much. Like, we could put Bobby Wags at the middle, LVE at the strong side, and we have a nice little duo right there. And especially since the way we play a 4-2-5, with our three safety set and our two corners now. We're dynamic.
It's going to be far worse.
I believe we have one of the best. I believe we have one of the best defensive backfields in the league now, right? If not one, top 3, top 5 for sure, right? So let's keep on keeping on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on. But this is what I wanted to do, right? So I did want to, chime in on the whole Connor McGovern. You know what I'm saying? You kind of went the other way with it, but I did want to talk about him real quick because the thing is, like, losing a player like that, a center and a guard, that might end up being a sneaky need for us guys as far as the backup center position. So by him being gone, chat box, y'all let me know right now. I'm right at the comments. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think so? That takes Tyler Smith, right? That takes Tyler Smith to the guard position. All right. And does that put Tyron Smith back at the left tackle position? And everything else is normal. You got Biotish, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. Hopefully he gets better with his injury. All right. So if you got Tyler Smith back at the left guard position, then we can't bank on Tyron Smith being at left tackle all season. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about us drafting a tackle come this draft coming up in the first round, whatever may have you? You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think about that? Because this team loves to draft offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just, throw that away. You know what I mean?
Well, JC, so first of all, I believe we have to give Tyler Biotish his love. His progression has been immense for this team, right? So second, where Tyler Smith, his versatility at guard or tackle lets us do whatever we want in the draft with guard or tackle, right? Because it looks like we're going to keep Tyron. So obviously we can't bank on Tyron playing 17 games. So that means if we go get a tackle, then we have another tackle to replace Tyron. But now if we go get a guard, we could just swing Tyler right back out to tackle. Like Tyler's played guard and tackle in the same game. Like he flip flops. It don't matter to him. He hits first person in front of him. He hits first person in front of him.
And listen, man. Hey, listen, bro. Shout out to him, bro.
Willie.
Straight up. We get right to it. You with JC Cowboys Network. You already know what it is.
We keep
like
it real.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing in guys like Tyler Smith. You're bringing in guys like Damone Clark, Malik Davis, Hendershot, Deron Bland, all in 1 year. Sam Williams, you got to add him. Damone Clark, all those guys. Jake Ferguson, man. The list goes on and on. Bro, you gotta love it, and he understands offensive linemen. If you can bring in a tackle, you know what I'm saying? Guard, I'm not sure if they go guard. I want a guy like Osiris Torrance. I really, really like him a lot. I do like the player, man. You know what I'm saying? We go on a lot of different areas right now, but we hitting on some good points. But I do like Osiris Torrance, but losing a guy like Connor McGovern and they kicking Tyler Smith right at the guard position. Can Osiris Torrance play center? Because the thing is, can he be a backup center like how Connor McGovern was? You know what I'm saying? And play guard.
Our backup center now is really Zach Martin. Zach Martin. Oh nah, cuz.
That can't fly, cuz.
If we really need it, he can play center.
Yeah, my man said, we can't draft tackle ASAP. Yeah, you do have a lot of people that would like to draft a tackle, man. He said, I am happy. Shout out to you, Big Bud. What's going on? Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you. I know a lot of people live right now, but we lit too, baby. Let's go. Shout out to my man Swain. He said, no lie, Isaac. Aileron. I remember that guy. Got more lives than a cat. What the heck does he do? Yeah, I know, right? He comes through training camp. Remember that guy?
Isaac?
No. Isaac. He's just that Spanish guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was on Hard Knocks. He had every training camp. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with him, but I don't know. He might not be big enough, or he might be too soft. I don't know.
Yeah, probably the technique thing. Shout out to you, Jazz. She said, "Let him know, Jay." Hey, thank you, Jazz. Love you, Jazz. That's my biggest cheerleader right there. Shout out to you, Jazz. Etta Lockhart, what's going on? Shout out to you. She said we have to draft left tackle, left guard, right guard, wide receiver, defensive tackle. Rob, chime in on that one, brother.
Yeah, I don't know what order you're talking about, but I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I would put defensive tackle a little bit higher. Wide receiver, I would put higher. For me, I want to go O-line, wide receiver, O-line, D-line, wide receiver. I don't know. See, yeah, you're right. We need them all. And especially like since I don't know what we're gonna do in free agency with this wide receiver. That's why I'm always preaching going into the draft free. You gotta do free agency right. And we did the first step today. Usually we don't do free agency until like week 2. So for day 2 of free agency, we're doing pretty good. Right? Yeah, I think our defense is really solidified. I want to go get wide receiver. I want to take all these things off the board, Etta, before the draft, so we can just go in the best player available. If it's between like Osiris and Jordan Addison, who I don't think will be there, you know what I'm saying? Go get the best player, whoever you like first, right? Or if it's my boy, if it was my big boy out of Baylor, Siaki Ida, like go get him. You know what I mean? But like I believe with Tyler Smith's versatility at left tackle or left guard, you can draft either one at that position, right? Yeah. I think right guard you still have the Hall of Famer and Zach Martin, right? Our wide receiver room is looking very, very, very thin right now. Very thin.
Wide receiver room is looking thin. But that's okay because I feel as though that you can be able to get guys, man. I mean, there are a slew of guys that you can get, man. Like wide receivers, if these guys can run routes, if they can be able to get open, if they got speed, you can be able to get a guy. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hyatt, I think that's one of my man. Reddy Red's one of his guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a slew of guys that you can be able to get. You know what I'm saying? My man Jordan
Addison, so smooth in his breaks.
Jordan
Addison, man, I just don't think he's gonna be there.
I don't think he's gonna be there after. I don't know. Hopefully, none of the other coaches see my breakdown I did on him.
Yo, your breakdown just blown them up, dog. Blow them up.
If they see that breakdown, I don't know. They might drag, bro. I hope Dallas can see him. But I actually do like Jackson Smith and Jigba too. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is a player that had 327 yards and 13 catches and 3 touchdowns in the Rose Bowl game in 2021. When you're doing stuff like that and making a difference like that, man, that's a big deal. But yeah, man. So let me get to these comments real quick, and then we'll get into my other guy. Shout out to my man Rick. What's going on, man? He finally in here, man. Finally in here.
Good to see you, Rick.
Man. That's my dog right there. Shout out to you, man. That's my partner right there. Make sure y'all smash this like button for me. I can't, from this platform I'm on, I can't see the likes. Make sure you guys look out for me, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Cowboys for life. All right, let's see. Let me get to my man Swain real quick. He said left tackle, defensive tackle, wide receiver, right guard, and left guard. Okay, so let me know the left tackles that you're looking at, though. You know what I'm saying? Because losing a guy like Connor McGovern, I mean, it does change the mindset on how we're going to approach this, you know what I'm saying, and see, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be fireworks, but at the same time, we just got to do this the right way. We draft well, but this team has to draft well for this season. We have to win now. You want to know why we have to win now? Because Jerry Jones is 81 years old. There are no excuses. Dan Quinn is another guy that everybody's going to be watching. I think this is your 3rd or 4th year. The time is now. There are no excuses. And then we can move it over to him, the new offensive coordinator. Everybody's going to be watching. So we gotta get this right, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, man, it's going to be so big, man. I cannot wait. Very, very excited. My man said breakdown was nice on Addison. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you. He said we're going to need a center because next year our center is up for his money, and we could do better. Go ahead, Rob. You can go ahead and tackle that.
Look, I just said Bialish's progression was nice this year, but we could do better. But let me get back to his left tackle thing, though. Like, whatever left tackle we draft is going to be 3rd left tackle on the depth chart. Like, so why draft a left tackle, especially early? I don't care what you do late. I'm talking about the first 3 rounds here, right? I care what you do late because we still, throw up the Willie. Willie knows how to draft late, right? So our left tackle is Tyron Smith right now. It looks like we're going to bring him back. We're going to structure his contract. all things being equal, he's still a great left tackle, right? Let's put the injuries aside. It'll be him left tackle, Tyler Smith left guard. If Tyron goes down, when Tyron goes down, Tyler Smith will be swung out to the left tackle, and now you're talking about the guard position, which I think is an easier position to fill than left tackle, right?
Let me ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna let you continue, but I want to throw this in there because I want to hear what you got to say about it. How much do you value, Captain Rob? How much do you value the swing tackle position? By you saying that we shouldn't draft a tackle, how much do you? Because I know you do not want to be putting in no Josh Ball or none of that, because that's the type of tackle to get your quarterback blasted.
But I value Josh Ball, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying. But we have three tackles. Our swing tackle is Tyler Smith. He just plays guard for the time being, right? We have our tackles. We have Steele, we have Tyron, and we have Tyler, right? Those are three tackles. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I want to go get a guard, right, to give us more versatility inside, because we, just like you said, we just lost McGovern, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't really have any backups there. So I'm saying, like, with our versatility, Tyler Smith brings such versatility to this offense that when Tyron goes down, we can swing him back out. And Tyler did a hell of a job at left tackle last year. And he will be our left tackle for the future, right? So I don't believe we need to go to the first round draft pick on left tackle, even though I think Tyler Smith could have a hell of a career at left guard too. But I'm just saying, our left tackle of the future is already there. He's already on the team. We already know what he could do. He's done it for 16 or 17 games, so he's already there, right? So I believe swing tackle is very important, but I believe we already have our swing tackle in our left guard position right now.
Yeah, and then shout out to Etta. She said, Viante Collins, I think he is a right tackle. I mean, if he can, we'll see in training camp and see how he steps up. I just don't think Josh Ball is the guy, so it's going to be wide open. But Collins, I mean, the door is wide open for this player. You know what I'm saying? He does have an opportunity. He does have an opportunity.
Also, another thing next year, Go
ahead, Rob.
Another thing next year too. The guy said, I forgot who it was. It might have been Big Bud. Said our center's looking for his money next year, and our right tackle's gonna be looking for his money next year too, right? Mm-hmm. So we got a lot of moving pieces coming up the next year, but man, that's next year, man. I'm trying to win the championship this year. I'm so sick of this nonsense. Yeah. Like,
I'm so sick.
I'm so sick of it. Like 27 years.
Yeah, man, bro. It's been way too long. But you want to know why? You want to know why we love Cowboys Nation? We love Cowboys Nation because we're dedicated. You know what I'm saying? Regardless from the good and the bad, we still keep our head up. We understand that this team is not far away. It's a couple little things that they have to do. Free agency, you have to be aggressive. It starts with guys like Gilmore. He's older, but he will be good for the secondary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring in LVE, that's fine. So let's get on to this next thing that I gotta talk about right now, because I was about to say his name, but all right. So let's go, dog. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let me get it. Let me get this one real quick, man. So my man signs a 3-year deal, $24 million deal. The first 2 years, $13.5 million, which is fireworks, man. This is what you need. Somebody that can be the enforcer and step up. This guy right here sets the tone. And this is the type of player that you want to mix with guys like Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs, roaming sideline to sideline. He's that extra linebacker. You know what I'm saying? 101 tackles this past year. He had 5 sacks, an interception, 2 forced fumbles. Golden, bro. Golden. I like the deal. I'm so happy that we got this done. This was one of the first things that we got done this morning. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting prepared for it. But I am so glad we got this done. And this changes everything, bro. Let me know what you think about my man Donovan Wilson, bro.
You mean the second best player on our defense last year?
Yes.
You mean the tone setter? You mean you mean Dan Quinn's Cam Chancellor on the Dallas Cowboys version? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, look, Donovan Wilson, the tone setter. He made plays. He's all over the field. When you needed a tackle for loss, you asked number 6, right? When we needed to get off the field, you asked number 6. Like, this is a big play for us. And I thought this was going to be done like last week. I thought this was gonna be done a few weeks ago. Like, I don't know why he waited till now, but you know these Jones boys. I don't know what they're always waiting on. What are they waiting for? But anyway, great pickup, right? It's not a great pickup, great bring back, right? This is the second best player on our defense, right? You know, you can argue me about Trayvon Diggs, whatever, but Donovan Wilson he had over 100 tackles last year. You know,
probably the best tackler too, as well. Throw that in there. Yeah,
he's
throw
all
that in
over
there.
the field. All play linebacker, safety, right? That 3 safety set is dangerous. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's dangerous. It makes our secondary so versatile. It's crazy. Like, that's why I think we have one of the best secondaries in this league, if not top 5, like top 3, something like that.
Having those two together, and guys that are enforcers, both of them. You know what I mean? Because we haven't had good safety play in a long time. We'll see what's going on with Malik Hooker, but you know what I'm saying? I want to see more from him if he can be able to keep picking it up. But I think the strong safety position, that's solidified. When you got Javon Curse in there, you can scheme guys like Donovan Wilson. And this guy was a true enforcer. I mean, setting the tone. Dan Quinn, it's kind of like when Dan Quinn had Cam Chancellor, you know what I'm saying, where you can scheme him, have him roaming, blitzing the quarterback, being that guy that just the turnover machine. That is very important, and that is a championship type of athlete. And one thing that I knew about him when he first got here, because he was a 6th-round pick. I think this was in 2019. He was a 6th-round pick in the preseason, right? The first 3 games or first 4 games of the preseason, he had an interception in every single game. Do y'all remember that? Chat box, do y'all remember that? Donovan Wilson, I'm like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And right then and there, that's when I knew that this guy belongs, man. And shout out to them. They got it done.
One thing on Malik Hooker though, you didn't really see us give up a lot of plays over the top last year. Like, I think he plays a pretty good free safety in our scheme. I think he gets beat deep a lot, right? Donald's our Ronnie Lott. Like, let's go.
Hey, look, hey, bang, bang. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Shout out to my man Swain. Shout out to Reddy Red, all my family on that side. Big Bud, what's going on, man? Shout out to y'all, my man Rick, Etta, what's going on? God Rising, shout out to you. Go ahead, Rob.
And he also plays like I'm not gonna compare him like to Troy Polamalu and Troy Polamalu's greatness, but he's always down in the box. And like he's flying back out, right? Or he's staying in the box making plays. Like he can just put him wherever you want, and his instincts are only going to get better. Like this is his 3rd year, 4th year, right? So his instincts are only going to get better. And my man Dan Quinn loves him. He loves him. So I'm glad to have him back. Glad to have him back. And like when there was rumors that we might let him go, I was like, what are we doing?
I was about to lose it. I was like,
what are we doing? Not only are we not bringing people in, we losing people now.
Yeah, but the thing is, I wonder, like, because I know when we restructured Michael Gallup's contract, I think maybe one of those two, either Gilmore or him, got that money. Dono, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we saved like $7 million. Chat box, I think it was $7 million.
It was $7 million.
So it's good working, but these guys got to win now. Shout out to y'all. Somebody in the chat box said, I agree. You need a wide receiver to complement Lamb. You definitely need a wide receiver to complement Lamb, man. You're losing guys. Lamb is a beast, but you got to have somebody next to him. And let's look and see what they do. They might get aggressive and go get a guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be fireworks. We're going to have another dynamite stream. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You can go and read a couple comments, bro. Let's see.
The downs are a lot. We hit that panic button over Dono. I don't agree. We might have hit the panic button waiting too long. I mean, that's what these Jones boys love to do, is wait too long. And by waiting too long, we overpay people. A survey came out saying Jerry Jones was the 15th best GM in the league. He's only that high because of Will McClay. Will McClay brings in the talent. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones be messing it up by paying them, overpaying them, not paying them soon enough, not trading, not bringing free agents, not doing their job. Will McClay doing his job, but they ain't doing their job. But That's that's in the past now. We got Gilmore today. Donald's on the team. LBE's on the team. Defense looking pretty sharp. Now let's go fix this offense. Plug all our holes so we can draft. Hey, Ready Red. That's what I say all the time, man. Plug all the holes up now. So when you get to the draft, you're just looking at like, hey, look, I like his measurables. I like him a lot. Yeah, we might not need him, but he makes a position of strength even stronger. Look what the 49ers just did with Hargrave. They had one of the best defensive lines in the NFL by far. And now you bring in a Hargrave? Come on, man. That's crazy.
That's firework. Somebody said it's all or nothing. Shout out to you, Rays. He said it's all or nothing. The team is aging. It's all or nothing, man. Like, you're running out of time. Like, these guys are not getting any younger. You have to build this around Dak Prescott. He has the skill set, but you don't want him to be Josh Allen. You don't want him to be Patrick Mahomes. Let him be Dak Prescott, play his basic ball, bring in a good offensive line, run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because they're talking about Brian Schottenheimer and they're having Mike McCarthy. They're pressing the running of the ball. So if you're going to do that, that makes it better for Dak Prescott. Play action. We got more work to do, but at the same time, I like what we're doing, guys, and it feels good, man. It feels good, man. So let's see. My man said trade for Bucks Evans. I'm not really big with the Evans, because the thing is, I want to see somebody be able to create separation. I think Evans, he can, but he doesn't do it enough. He's more of like a 50-50 ball type of wide receiver. I need guys that's, you know what I'm saying, sinking their hips. That works out for Dak Prescott is very, very big. Let me get to my man Hoodlum. He said, let's go get D-Hop or B-Wags. Go ahead, Rob. You can cover it, man. You know both. I hope, bro.
Both. Yeah, I want both. I won't stand for nothing less but both. Yo, look, I like Evans. I think Evans can still run. You know, I have a little disagreement there on my boy JC on that, but I think he can still run. I think he presents a problem for the defense, especially when you got CD doing his thing over the middle, right? When you just move a CD around, that creates a problem for the defense. But when you move a CD around and you have a legitimate player like Mike Evans or DeAndre Hopkins on that left side, on that X spot, like, that's a problem for the defense. It's a problem, right? Like, you're not gonna put your slot corner who's too small on CD, or your secondary corner on CD who's not good enough. You're going to have to put that guy on Mike Evans. Mike Evans is going to burn that guy, right? He can still run past that guy, and he gives you another red zone threat. How many times have you seen Mike Evans just throw a fade ball to him just go up and get it? Like, Mike Evans scores touchdowns now. He scores touchdowns, and with the emergence of my man Jake Ferguson, we're gonna have a dynamic offense if we just go get one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And then when you bring in Turpin's speed along with whatever rookie wide receiver we get.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. Look at him jumping over his whole neck.
Over his whole neck.
Jumping over his whole neck.
It's like a clean whiff. It's like he didn't even touch him at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, you an NFL player, dog, and he just jumped over your whole. I love Jake Ferguson, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good, guys. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. My man said, shout out to you, Rampage. He said, are you gonna release Zeke? Man, look, man, if Zeke, we cannot be paying those $16 million to a running back. When you pay $10 million to Tony Pollard, that is starter money. That is starter money, but it's going to pay me. I've been saying it for a long time. It's going to pay me. I love Zeke, but how much? I mean, I don't want to pay him. I don't know, man. Probably like $4 or $5 million. You know what I'm saying? $4 or $5 million. I don't know if he's going to want to play on that. You know what I'm saying? Possibly $6 or something like that. I don't know. But at the same time, if he doesn't want to accept that, then you can always go get running backs in the draft. You know what I'm saying? You can always go if you want to go this way. You know, even though I believe that this guy, Jahmyr Gibbs, is a Tony Pollard. He's like 199 pounds. He is one of those guys. Or you can go ahead and go get a guy like Zach Charbonnet. You know what I'm saying? You can go get those guys in the second round. Just see how it all plays out. But at the same time, Zeke, they're going to have to figure it out when it comes down to that contract. We got a lot of things to think about. Shout out to Jazz. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Tell them to follow JC Cowboys Network on the YouTube side. That's where I'm at, Jazz. All right, let's see, man. Let's see. This is pretty good. We can go like 10 more minutes.
Why is Ezekiel Elliott still on this team?
Hey, yo, chill, bro. Come on, bro. Chill, bro. What was you thinking about it, bro?
The whole time I'm just sitting here like,
they gotta figure it out.
What's there to figure out, Jay?
They're going to have
2.3 yards a carry.
They're going to have to figure it out because when you franchise tag Tony Pollard, this shifts focus to Zeke automatically. You know what I'm saying?
$16.7 million against the cap, Zeke.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Edda. She said, I want Zeke back and he will take a pay cut. I think he will take a pay cut. I actually would like him back, bro. But I just want him back on a pay cut.
He need to take a hell of a pay cut for him to be on this football team. He can't be on $16.7 million against my cap. Do you know what I can do with $16.7 million? I can go get myself a D-Hop, a B-Wags, you know what I'm saying? A Mike Evans, like whoever. Ezekiel Elliott is no longer good for this football team. I'm sorry. Like even as a backup, even as a power back, he ain't that good no more. I love Zeke, but I'm over Zeke. I've been over Zeke for like a couple weeks now. I don't know why he's still on this football team. I'm over it.
Hey, shout out to you, Hoodlum. They say why everybody talking about Gilmore age? I don't know why they talking about it. They hating, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you have a player that's doing what he's been doing, he's been dominating. He's been dominating, bro. Like he was graded the 9th best corner on PFF grades. I can go back. I already went down a list of the things that he's done, but I mean, the guy, he is a baller, and you don't even have to. He doesn't have to be at his best. If you have the right front seven and you have Trayvon Diggs on the other side, which way they gonna throw? You're not gonna be picking on Stephon Gilmore. I don't care how older he is. You're not gonna be picking on Trayvon Diggs either because he is a natural ball hawk. He's been like that since Little League, like 5 minutes from where I live at now. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a ball hawk, so you don't want to keep trying him. So I think that this defense can be fireworks, bro. Like I am very, very excited about this pick, Rob.
I'm very excited about it. You just solidified our. We haven't had like this much fireworks on defense in like a lifetime. It's been like several decades. You know what I'm saying? And cornerback. So people keep on talking about his age because one, they hate. Two, they forget that cornerback is not a position like everything else. Like quarterback, cornerback, and like offensive line, and maybe like interior defensive line. You can play to a high age, like 33, 34, 35 type. It depends how good you are at linebacker. Like Ray Lewis played until he was 36, 37, right? He still played excellent linebacker. Patrick Peterson, who we wanted, he's 33. He was graded top 5 last year. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, as long as you can run, you can still play corner, right? It's not like you're taking a lot of big hits, right? You know, so they just hate it. That's all that is. That's what
they hate. Shout out to Big Bud Cowboys for life. I see you. God rises, Hoodlum. What's going on, my family? Swain bringing the pain. What's going on, bro? Shout out to y'all. Let's see. My man said Zeke can still play, but not for $16 million, bro. Yes, exactly, man. I can't. They do need to give Simi Fehoko a shot instead of sitting him. Can't play the position if you're not playing. Hey, I mean, I do like Simi Fehoko, but yeah, they're not really giving him a shot. But we can't bank on that though, God rises. We can't, because like I said in the beginning of the stream, like this team is not getting any younger. Like if you know that you can be able to get an impact player at the wide receiver position or wherever, you know what I'm saying? Go get that guy. Because when you bring in elite talent, these guys don't get comfortable, and it brings the best out of everybody. The NFL is not for long, guys. It's not for long. So when you're bringing in talent, I don't even care if it's a new quarterback. If you draft one, 4th, 5th round, draft the quarterback. Not saying he's going to take his place, but let Dak think like, okay, it ain't sweet for me now. I can't be making these mistakes. And that brings the best out of your players. That's just what it is, man. Shout out to y'all, though. You say Sam Williams is going to turn up this year. What you think about Sam Williams, Rob?
Y'all love Sam Williams. Yo, love Sam Williams. Love Sam Williams. When we drafted number 2 last year, I was like, yo, y'all better watch out. Like, this boy can play. Like, the way he turns that corner, when he bends, his strength, his athletic ability, fast, right? I love Sam Williams. I was actually mad last year that like we had so many defensive ends, all good, but he couldn't really progress because he didn't get enough. He didn't get enough tread. But Sam Williams could play. He's gonna be our starting defensive end. He could play. And I think we're talking about. I think they're trying to bring back Dante Fowler too, who will back him up, or like do like that natural rotation that Dan Quinn likes, which is good. But I think Sam Williams needs to get his time to shine. Let's go.
Yeah, he definitely needs his time to shine, man. Yeah, man. Let's see what else we got going, man. I think this was, dude. I mean, we covered pretty much everything, man. I'm just so happy that we got a player like him, but we still have more work to do, guys. We got to stay aggressive.
Not over.
It's not over because this is a good stream and it feels very, 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 very good. But bringing in an impact guy like that is going to be good for Deron Bland. It's going to be good for Trayvon Diggs and all those guys. But just like my man Rob said, you have to continue doing it. Front seven, if it's a 1 technique, 3 technique, defensive ends, it don't matter. Just make sure you bring in the right guys, and these guys can make a difference. And we're gonna have better days. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have better days.
I'm gonna see days like this. Let's go.
shout out to y'all, my man said re-sign Fowler and T.Y. Hilton and sign Hopkins. What you think about that, Rob? That kind of the re-sign Fowler and the T.Y. Hilton.
In a Dan Quinn system, I want as many defensive pass rushers I can get. Hey, T.Y. 3rd and 30 Hilton, I'll take them all day. And Hopkins could be the last piece that we could be like, yo, I'll see you in the Super Bowl. I see you. I'll see you in the ship. I bet y'all will.
You talking about that 3rd and 30?
Ooh, I'm talking about that 3rd and 30.
And you see Slay, right?
Hey, yeah.
Look at Slay.
Hey, Slay, what are you looking at, bro? You looking the wrong way.
Hey, big Slay.
Hey, yo, who threw him that ball too, right?
Yeah, see, a dot. But they want to talk about our guy though. They want to talk about our guy.
We're gonna get to many shows about our guy, Dak Prescott, over the course of the summer. So
yeah, shout out to my man DC for Life X. What's going on, bro? Shout out to you, man. Dang, we about to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I've been here the whole time. I don't know where my people's been. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because I know this has been big for us. Bringing in guys.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button for me, guys. Look out for me.
Quick. You know what I'm saying? Hit me. Yeah, man. It's all good, though. It's all good. You're bringing in guys like LVE. You're bringing in guys like Gilmore. It is a big deal, but we still got more work to do. Shout out to my man Michael Lockhart. What's going on, brother? Your wife been in here. What's going on, man? He said we need Fowler. We need Fowler back. He's a dog. A lot of people want Fowler back, man.
I want Fowler back too, but not at the cost of my other of D Hop or B Wags. Like if it's one or the other, I'm gonna choose the other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. Yep. My man Michael. He said also get Tolbert involved. I mean, Jalen Tolbert. I want to see more from Jalen Tolbert. He's gonna have to step up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're not playing around, and we can't be waiting on him. You know what I mean? We cannot wait on him. But he coming from the Sun Belt, he put in a lot of work over there. A lot of splash plays, but when you get to the NFL, a lot of things change. At the wide receiver position, it can be a process, you know what I'm saying, to get to where he wants to go. You know what I mean? So hopefully he can be able to pan out, Rob.
Look, listen. Anybody that can't beat out Noah Brown for a position on this football team, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. I'm sorry. Yo, he lost me a whole football game not even playing against the Packers. Come on, man. How you gonna be offside, bro? Like, I would have cut him. And like I would have set the tone to the team. Like, yo, these penalties will not be called for any. Like, they will not be stood for anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I would have cut him. So like that's how I feel about Tolbert. I know he can run, but can't.
But bro, you already know if you draft a player like in the 4th round or something like that, you ain't gonna just cut him. You know what I'm saying? It's not that sweet. You know what I mean? You gotta give him a chance because if you do that, that's bad management. You know what I'm saying? I hear you,
but he couldn't beat out Noah Brown. Drafting him was bad management.
Yeah, but the thing is, Noah Brown, he's already been in the league for 4 or 5 years. So usually those guys, you got to think about it, Rob. What's his name? Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown and and Noah Brown, the Brown brothers. They are really, really good when we get to training camp. Right. All the time. It's always like that. The Brown brothers. Right. But once they get into against elite competition, they don't show up. You know what I'm saying? When it really
I hope I'm wrong. Tober, show me something. Prove me
I know,
wrong.
Right? Shout out to my man DC for Life X, man. One of my favorites, man. I appreciate you, man, so much, bro, for stopping by, man. LVE is resigned to 2-year deal, right? I've been sick bad with the flu and trying to catch everyone when I can, man. I hope you get better, bro. You already know, man. Rest up because the sickness is going around and gotta definitely keep it easy, man. But yeah, LVE signed with us. He signed with us. I'm not sure which way we're gonna go with Bobby Wagner if we pick him up, but if he can continue to play like he played on this last, because he had a 1-year deal last year. If he can play like that, that's fireworks. If he can play like the first year when he was a second-team All-Pro, that's fireworks. We need that from him. But having neck issues and stinger issues, man, when games get important, we need you. And it's crazy because usually players that get stinger issues when it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to go get a Bobby Wagner. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and sign him. Finesse it. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing it anyway. So go ahead and get the guy. Shout out to you, DC for Life X, man. All right, let's see. All right, man. Let's see. He said, yep, okay. All right, let's see. Thank you so much for the 5. Got my first super chat today, man. Thank you, man. I got my first super chat today. That's my dog, man. Thank you so much, DC for Life X, man. I appreciate you. My man said this weather, hot and cold, flu weather for sure. Thank you so much for all the love, bro. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my man, Ready Red. Everybody, Captain Rob, I see you in the comments, man. Jazz is everywhere. All right, my man said, Terrence still need a contract on God. Yeah. Hey, look, shout out to the coaching staff. The coaching staff, you're bringing in a guy like him. And remember, Rob, do you remember where when we lost Lyle Collins and they had full faith in Terrence Steele? And everybody, they didn't know for sure. I didn't know for sure either. You know what I'm saying? But having him come in here and having a season that he did, bro, that was fireworks with Terrence Steele, bro. A lot of respect for him.
Absolutely. And we let go of Lyle Collins because of number 78. And Lyle Collins was a dog, but he was an expensive, out of control dog that couldn't follow orders. He should have went back into the guard position, and we should have kept Steele out of tackle. But that's the story for another day. That's why we let go of him, and he was a big cap hit. So, hey, next year Steele's contract is coming up. That's next year, right? I want my championship this year.
I know, right? We need it. We need it, y'all. We need it. Hey, man,
no,
I hope
if we go get D-Hop, man, like,
hey, bro, if we going down to Dallas. And listen, I'm going on live immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, I got to talk to my people.
Yeah, wherever I'm at, let me know. Yeah, we go live immediately. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Facts. Shout out to my man Matt Batten, man. What's going on, bro? You ain't been in here either, man. I mean, all the guys, man. But we're all a big family. That's what it's all about. We're a big family. Shout out to you, Matt Batten, one of my boys, man. What's going on, bro? He said, I'm so happy we got Gilmore. Man, we've been breaking it down, man. That made my day. Resign Hankins. Okay, resign Hankins. Okay. We ain't talk about that today. Get a good wide receiver. Let's get Bobby Wagner. Great day today, Cowboys Nation. I love it. I'm happy. Me too, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Hey, JC, tell the network how I found out about Gilmore.
Bro, you was knocked out, bro. I'm like, bro.
I was knocked out. I was asleep.
I'm like, bro, yeah. I mean, we going live soon, man.
I said, man, for what, man? What we got to go live about? He said, man, we just got Gilmore. I said, huh? He said, we got Gilmore. I said, Gilmore who? He said, Stephon. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's funny because I was just before I called you, I was talking to Matt. Me and Matt Batten was talking about it. And he was like, man, I told him, I was like, I can't wait to go live, man. It is on. It is on. It feels so good. You know what I'm saying? I was so hyped up, man. I did my nice little graphic on him and everything. Look. I did a nice little graphic and everything. That's what it's all about, man. I love it, man. And I love
the family, Gilmore.
man. Welcome to the family, man. That's what it's all about.
DC for life.
Yeah, man. This was awesome. This was very, very, very productive. Feel good about this. So now I can go home. I can eat good. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little drink.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Hey, you go get your drink on. I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this research, right? Yo, every hour I just be online, just like Cowboys rumors, Cowboys news. Who we doing? D-Hop, D-Nice, where you at? What we doing? Trying to be the first to do it, right? Trying to be the first out there. Like, hey, let's get it. I got you.
Get me, bro. Because man, like a lot of times I can't go live. You know what I'm saying? Like in the daytime, like what I'm saying. The rest of the content creator, I'll be working so many hours, so I gotta do it later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's cool though. It's perfect time though. You know what I'm saying? When everything's settled, you know what I'm saying? Throw the shades on, baby. All right, man. Cowboys Nation, stand up, stand up, man. We love y'all, man. We're gonna talk to y'all soon.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby?